Are you a green card holder thinking about traveling outside the United States? Before you pack your bags and book your flights, you need to understand the important travel rules and regulations that apply to you. Many green card holders don't realize that international travel comes with specific conditions, and failing to follow them could put your legal status at risk. In this video, we will explain everything you need to know about traveling outside the U.S. with a green card, from essential documents to re-entry procedures, so you can travel stress-free and protect your residency status. Let's start with a simple question. Are you planning a trip outside the U.S.? Are you a green card holder? Wondering what you need to know about traveling with your green card? Well, we've got you covered. This video will be your ultimate travel guide, explaining your rights, responsibilities, and tips to avoid any surprises at the border. Traveling outside the U.S. as a green card holder can be very easy if you know the rules, and with this video, you'll be ready to explore the world without risking your permanent residency. First, let's understand the basics. What exactly is a green card? A green card, officially known as a permanent resident card, is proof that you are authorized to live and work permanently in the United States. As a green card holder, you enjoy several benefits, such as working legally in the U.S., accessing social services, and traveling freely within the country. However, international travel is not completely unrestricted. That's because your green card gives you residency in the United States, and to keep it, you must maintain your primary residence in the U.S. This is why there are certain rules about how long you can stay outside the country and what you need to do to re-enter. Now, let's go over the most important part: the re-entry requirements and documentation. Before you travel, make sure you have your valid green card with you. That's the first essential document. The second document is your passport from your home country. Yes, even if you have a U.S. green card, you still need a valid passport to travel internationally. Depending on where you are going, you might also need a visa to enter that country. For example, if you are visiting Europe, Canada, or the United Kingdom, you might need a tourist visa. It's your responsibility to check the entry requirements for your destination country. When you return to the United States, you will go through a port of entry. This could be an airport, seaport, or land border. Here, a U.S. Customs and Border Protection officer will inspect your documents. They will check your green card, passport, and any travel visas you used. Most of the time, if you have traveled for a short period and your documents are valid, you will be allowed to re-enter without any problems. However, sometimes green card holders face re-entry issues. Common reasons include staying outside the U.S. for too long, involvement in criminal activities, or having an expired green card. To avoid these problems, always travel with valid documents and respect the allowed travel period. Next, let's talk about how long you can stay outside the U.S. without risking your green card. Generally, if you leave the U.S. for less than 6 months, you will not face any issues re-entering. The officer at the port of entry will consider it a temporary trip, and you will be welcomed back. But if you stay abroad for more than 6 months, but less than 1 year, you might face extra questioning, and you will need to prove that you did not intend to abandon your U.S. residency. Now, if you stay outside the U.S. for more than 1 year without special permission, your green card becomes at risk. In fact, you could be considered to have abandoned your residency and be denied re-entry. To protect yourself, if you know you need to stay outside the U.S. for more than 1 year, you must apply for a re-entry permit before you leave. This permit allows you to remain abroad for up to 2 years without giving up your residency. It's like a special permission slip that tells the U.S. government you have plans to return, and you're not abandoning your green card. You can apply for a re-entry permit using Form I-131, and you must do this while you are still physically inside the United States. Many green card holders mistakenly believe that occasional short visits back to the U.S. can protect their status during long trips abroad. This is not true. Immigration officers will look at your overall pattern of travel, your home ties, family, job, and other factors to determine whether you have abandoned your residency. So even if you return to the U.S. every few months for a short visit, if you are mainly living outside the U.S., you could still lose your green card. Another important point is the duration of your trips. Even if each trip is less than 6 months, repeated long absences from the U.S. could raise red flags. For example, if you spend most of the year living outside the U.S. and only come back for a few weeks every 6 months, the government might question your commitment to permanent residency. The general rule is that the U.S. must be your primary home. Your job, your family, your tax filings, and your property ties should show that you genuinely reside in the United States. Now, let's discuss some planning tips before you travel. When planning your trip, always make sure your green card will still be valid on the date of your return. If your green card is close to expiring, you should renew it before you leave. You can file Form I-90 to renew your green card. Also, check your destination country's visa requirements early to avoid last-minute surprises. Consider your trip length carefully. If you need to stay abroad for a long time due to personal or professional reasons, it's smart to consult with an immigration attorney before leaving. An attorney can guide you on whether you need a re-entry permit or how to protect your status during extended absences. At the port of entry, always be honest and cooperative with the Customs and Border Protection officers. They have the authority to ask you about your trip, your ties to the U.S., and your travel history. Lying or giving misleading information can lead to serious problems, including losing your green card. Be prepared to show proof of your ties to the U.S., such as a U.S. address, a job letter, utility bills, or tax returns if asked. Here are a few useful resources for your travel planning. The first is the official USCIS website at uscis.gov, where you can find detailed guides about green card rules, re-entry permits, and document requirements. The second is the Customs and Border Protection website at cbp.gov, where you can learn about the inspection process and what to expect at the border. You can also contact the USCIS customer service or schedule an InfoPass appointment if you need personalized guidance. Before we end, let's quickly go over some common questions. Number 1. Can you travel outside the U.S. with an expired green card? The answer is no. You should renew your green card before you travel. If you must travel urgently, you may apply for temporary travel documents. Number 2. What happens if you stayed outside the U.S. for more than a year without a re-entry permit? You could be considered to have abandoned your residency, and you might be denied entry or referred to immigration court. Number 3. Can you apply for U.S. citizenship if you travel frequently? Frequent or long trips abroad can delay your eligibility for U.S. citizenship because you must show continuous residence and physical presence in the U.S. before applying for naturalization. In conclusion, international travel can be an amazing experience, but as a green card holder, it comes with important responsibilities. Always travel with valid documents, respect the travel time limits, maintain strong ties to the U.S., and avoid behavior that could jeopardize your residency. By following these simple guidelines, you can enjoy your travels without worrying about your legal status. If you ever have doubts, it's always a good idea to speak to an immigration attorney. Thank you for watching this video on Green Card Holders International Travel Guide. We hope this video helped you understand the key points to travel confidently and safely. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others who might benefit from this information. Have a safe trip, and we'll see you in the next video.